Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here. And as I said in the other reading that went live just before or just earlier on the channel for the kind of the collective, the star signs, the zodiac signs for everyone, I wasn't going to do a reading for this full moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus. And then I felt called to. So here we are. I'm using the same Moonology deck that I used for your general reading yesterday. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and watch that one because we talked about some of the energies around that. But I felt like it would be a good idea, or it came through that it would be a good idea to go ahead and see kind of what energies might need to come through for you, Aquarius, regarding this blood moon energy. Now, I also did find it interesting that for the solar eclipse reading that the blood moon card came out. So I'll link that at the end of the video here. So go ahead and check that out. So as a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate with everybody. So please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. Ooh, too many. Let's see. We're going to, Spirit says no. Put them back. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Look at that. Okay. Let's get one more. We're just going to do a 5 or 6 card reading here. Oh, this one came out in, I think, your general reading. Interesting. All right. We're going to get a little bit more information. Okay. I guess we're doing more than that. All right. Wow. A lot more. Holy man. Look at, wow. Oh gosh, Aquarius. I guess you needed to know a little bit more here. Let's see. This, and this. All right. That's how Spirit wants it to go. So let's take a look and see here. 3 and 3 and here. Okay. All right. So, Aquarius, you have a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Wow. So some of you have, don't shoot the messenger here, but being a little bit greedy as of late, and it's time to give back. It's time to share. It's time to be compassionate, and it is time to give, not receive. Now, that doesn't mean you can't receive, but it's balancing out energy coming through here. This is a balancing out, equal give and take. Yes, it's time to give and not receive for some of you, but that's not what's coming through for everybody. For some of you, you have kind of been greedy and wanting to take a little bit more. You've got kind of this green energy with the Virgo energy coming through here, but some of you have been greedy as of late, and it's time to knock that off, okay? Begin giving. Stinginess doesn't bring you more. It kind of creates a hold on things that kind of block things from coming in, just coming through here. All right, Aquarius. But for others, it's time to balance out the giving and receiving. It's time to really, during this energy, you're going to be seeing just how much either you give or just how much you take. And you're going to be seeing that in other people as well. It's really going to highlight the people and the situations, the things that are meant to be in your life and what maybe needs to be cut away. Okay. So balancing out that giving and taking, and or giving rather than taking. Now, this is a time for Thanksgiving, and it's right there in that word, because this is November, right? It's right there in the word Thanksgiving, giving. So that is coming through with this for you here, Aquarius. It's time to give. Okay. Now, with that, you also have the 4 of Pentacles. Exactly what I was just talking about. When you are holding things so tightly, it kind of rejects or blocks things from coming in. Letting go, letting flow is going to really open up this place for abundance to come in whatever form it needs to come in. But it's also going to bring a filling and a place of stability. If you are always so scared to, not be able to give anything or not be able to give of yourself, then it's pretty hard for others to be open to giving to you as well. So, remember, giving and receiving needs to be balanced out, not always taking, but giving as well. Here, Aquarius, what interesting energy coming through. Now, with that, you also have the King of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So, with that King of Swords energy, some of you have really been feeling like, there's kind of a void, right? Your thoughts are like, you know what, if I give too much, if I do too much, if I this, if I that, then I won't have any. I don't have any to share. I don't have any to spread. Um, or I won't, right? And what's coming through here with this energy during this time, this heightened energy, is I mean, if that is a worry of yours, really look at why that worry is there, where that's coming from, and kind of focus on that. Some of you are very much in your thoughts with this, and with this dialogue of, if I give too much, if I do too much, if I this, if I that, but it's not reciprocal. It's not right. If you're holding, there's no stability in that, because we tend to get what we give out. And if you're always taking, there's no room for anything to be giving, or for you to be giving, because you're always in that mentality, always in that mindset. Okay. So, the King of Swords is really coming through with getting out of that. Getting out of that. Really look at your thoughts. Really take a trip into your mind and notice and figure out why that's coming up, and how you can correct that, how you can change that. Okay. And with that, then you also have the Seven of Cups. So some of you feel like you won't have any options if you aren't always taking. What's really coming through here, I just have to say it, Aquarius, is this is coming through with somebody who's always looking for stuff that is for free. And Aquarius, I know that's not you, right? I know that's not you, but somebody who's always looking for something for free and never wants to pay for anything. The value is within that. Okay. So are you valuing the things that you're always getting for free? Are you, showing up and actually making use of those? If it's free knowledge, are you actually using that? Or are you just looking for that next free thing? Okay. Are you just looking for that next free thing? It's time for you to start giving. This is the month of Thanksgiving. This is a time of Thanksgiving, Aquarius. So it's time for you to open up and start giving back a little bit. I didn't mean for this to, and it's not coming through me. This is spirit calling you out here. I'm not calling you out. Some of you have been a little bit stingy lately, and we're coming into Christmas. That doesn't mean to, break the bank. That doesn't mean to give all of yourself, spread yourself too thin. That doesn't mean to let yourself get around energy vampires or any of that. But sometimes that investment in yourself and others, Aquarius, is where you are going to have that most growth, that most abundance, because it begins to be reciprocated. If you're always taking, people look at you with kind of a side eye thinking, oh, what do they want? What do they want? What do they want? But if you're giving as well, then there's that reciprocal energy. There's that flow. So, wow, during this time with this blood moon, Aquarius, it's time to start focusing back in. I'm going to tell you, as of late, the last, I don't know, 4 or 6 days, I started feeling very compelled. And I know that in November, a lot of times people do start like gratitude lists and that sort of thing. I felt very compelled to do that, to start that. It wasn't something I journal every day, I script, I do all of that. But this time it's a little bit different. I felt compelled to write things that I'm thankful for, but also sprinkle in things that I'm manifesting, that I'm already uh, already scripting or writing as they are already done, that I am thankful for what is already here, right? And of course, they're my own things, but right. So that might be something that might be beneficial for you, Aquarius. And, I know a lot of times it's just done in November or around Thanksgiving. You're glad at what you're thankful for, that sort of thing. But keep it going. If you can get into this and really start doing it, it could be so beneficial for opening doors, opening your eyes, and really, really creating that self love and uplifting your self esteem, your self confidence in it, depending on the way that you do it. Okay. So, you also have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. This is also the same card that you got in, or one of the same cards, I believe, that you got in the general reading, Aquarius. So, check that one out as well if you haven't already. But there's going to be a point where that communication is going to need to come through, and it's going to come through in a big way here, Aquarius. That communication could come through with people really feeling kind of off put, feeling off put or offended if you're wanting to take all the time. So, really make sure that that communication is open, and that your communication is open and honest with yourself when you're kind of checking in with the landscapes of your mind and seeing, potentially for those of you that are, taking a lot or always looking for that free, right? To be honest with yourself and understand, really dig deep, Aquarius, dig deep and find out where that is coming from. Okay. Now with that, you have the 10 of Swords coming in here. Wow. The Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Look at that. Okay. So that 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords coming in here. So some of you really, really feel like if you give anything, that you won't have anything. And Spirit is indicating that that couldn't be any further from the truth. That could not be any further from the truth here, Aquarius. Let go of whatever it is. Let go of that past suffering. Really dig deep and find out where that's coming from. And then, reframe it, rewrite it, rework it within your story, within your mindscape, and allow for that to shine in a new way. All right. With that, then you also have the Knight of Cups. Look at this. What a cute card. I love that. With that Knight of Cups energy, what is coming through here is this energy of really thinking about life's pleasures, life's joys, right? Really thinking, tuning into and creating this place that could be also with that gratitude list or writing out what you're thankful for. And that, I believe, within myself, is going to move you into a different mind space, into a space where you, for some of you that might be feeling a little on edge or what have you, or kind of worried about communication or potentially have harsh communication, it is going to open up this new space, and or has that potential to open up the heart chakra, which will be very beneficial for you. All right. And then you also have the Hierophant coming in here. And with that Hierophant energy is this energy of developing yourself emotionally, but also intellectually within the mind. So there's a lot of emotion coming in here. Some of you really hold some attachments, some emotional attachments to having or receiving, and it's time for you to give back. When you're always, always receiving, yes, you can be blessed. Yes, you can have your manifestations, but also be willing to be giving, be willing. And it doesn't mean that you have to give money or you have to give gifts, or you give the gift of listening. Give the gift of being there for somebody. Okay. There's many ways that you can give, Aquarius. So that's another thing to look into for some of you within your communication. If you are communicating harshly, how can you be just a titch bit softer and still get that communication through? Okay. Now then you also have the Moon, the Seven of Wands, and the Hanged Man. All right. So this could be a little bumpy for you in the beginning. Aquarius, I'm not even gonna lie. This could be a little bit bumpy for you in the beginning. It could feel a little rough. It could feel a little hard. It could feel a little bit interesting. All right. It could feel a little bit interesting. And in those moments, Spirit is just saying, with that moon energy, just dig a little bit deeper. Dig a little bit deeper, because once you get a little bit deeper, you're going to begin to have that understanding, that aha, that epiphany of sorts that is going to not only let you know, but it's also going to open you up. It's going to crack open that heart space, Aquarius, and it's going to give you the information and the learning, the understanding that you potentially have really needed. Okay. And with that Seven of Wands energy coming through here, this is keep working, keep moving towards that, right? For some of you, it's going to feel like you are potentially stealing from yourself by not doing that, by not always wanting to be the one receiving. Okay. But Spirit is indicating that couldn't be any farther from the truth again. And then you also have that Hanged Man here. And with that Hanged Man, this is really about digging deeper and changing that perception. Okay. It's time to slow down, dig deeper, and take a look within, change your perception. Yes, it is so awesome and amazing to go somewhere and be like, oh, you got an appetizer coming out for free on the house. That's fabulous. Yet you still need to pay for your meal here, Aquarius. I don't mean to be harsh. Again, I'm not calling you out. Spirit is, right? Yeah, it's time to shift your perspective. And then here at the end, you have the Four of Wands. So all of this is going to be bringing that Four of Wands energy to you, Aquarius. This is spirit. Spirit is really indicating that this full moon lunar eclipse, this blood moon, is going to bring. It's going to pack a powerful punch, and for some of you, it's really going to shake things up. Okay, it's going to shake everything up, and on the other side, there's that potential that you may not even recognize yourself, and other people will notice when you are really, open to giving and receiving, to being, having that reciprocal energy, being in that flow, opening up that communication with yourself, Aquarius, digging deep, right? Because this lunar eclipse has that potential to bring things to the surface, and this is what appears to be coming to the surface for you. But on the other side of that, you do have that Four of Wands energy, and with that Four of Wands energy, it's coming through to really shine your light, to really step into this place, this space of, being super, super thankful, to be in that spirit of thanksgiving. Okay? All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.